after a kind of after a rough kind of problematic issues going on there at the church, but we're here. I literally just landed, and I'm the only one down here. Want to get my bags real quick, but I'm gonna head over, get my vehicle, get into the hotel, and then we're gonna head over to the church. Now, I did bring my drone with me, so maybe we can get some aerial footage, see what was going on, the damage that was done. I'm not gonna get in the way, but that's what we got. And they said they dyed the water green or something. I don't know if that's true down here, but I'm ready to get my stuff, get to the hotel, get something to eat on the way, and go to sleep. And then yay. And my bag is the first one to show up. Yay. So did they open it? No, that's just priority tag. So anyway, let's get to the rental car, and then let's get to the hotel and we go from there. Hey, good morning, folks. First day, we're about ready to head over here to First United Methodist. Still kind of early, but I know Pastor Felicia said that they were going to be over there by 7 to assess all the damage and stuff like that. So we're going to get over there, get set up in the office, start, taking inventory of all the equipment, make sure everything came in, and start setting up the UDM Pro. Again, I don't know what the state of everything is going to be, but we're going to try and start assessing what we're going to start with, what we can and can't do, and make a plan for the rest of the week. So like I said, I brought my drone there so we can get up there and take some footage when we get some better light. It is 7:30 right now, so they should probably already be over at the church. So let's get up out of here. And I was this close to bringing my jacket. I got a bunch of sweaters and a pullover, and something told me to grab my hat, but I just didn't grab it because I was in a rush to get to the airport. They said the temperature is going to be like in the mid 60s. It's daggone 30 degrees, so we're going to be outside for a very little bit of time. Anyway, let's get inside. Let's get to the car and let's head over to the church. Wow, that's all I can say. Let me take you on a quick tour of kind of the state of how the church is right now. So inside of here is fine. It's just above this, the copper roof is gone. So you could probably see a little bit of daylight right there. They came up here and covered up the cameras. We'll get inside of here and see what we can do to help out. But the pews are out of here. Gonna see how much we can do, and I understand this is a lot to have to handle, but a lot of the stuff that we can do, like the intercoms and all this other stuff, we can do the best that we can to get over here and get that stuff straight. Let me show you the other part of what's going on here. Oh, donuts. So that was just with the roof stuff. But again, the water, this was mainly why I was here for, because the sprinkler system ruptured. They have all of this opened up. And what is that, an access point sitting right there? A Cisco one. But we were here mainly because the sprinkler system soaked everything on here, and as you can see, all the ceiling is opened up, and this is where we were going to run cables everywhere through here. And again, we still can. The main thing is I thought I was going to be able to put some access points up, but we're not going to do that since the tiles are gone for right now. So the idea is mainly was going to run a telephone line here, and this may be one of the ones that we can replace here. Because all the cables are already ran there in the walls. We're gonna put security cameras in here, door access stuff. All the pews from the sanctuary are in here. Front end stuff for door locks here, for electronic locks. And again, everything's already been opened up, so don't have to do much drilling. But let me see. So the idea is an access point will sit over here. Worst case scenario, we can temporarily put it on the wall here, and once the tile is there, we'll come back, relocate it, hang it from the tile. That Pro will handle all of this. Back to here where the security cameras are, and that Ethernet, that's where we're going to pull that up and out of here. And we'll put 2 cables here so that it can handle that. I mean, and then worst case scenario, this is going to be based off of maybe another rack that we put here, so it'll make it easier. So maybe one of the 16 ports that we were going to do that we got temporarily, we might put it here so it can cover all of this, so we don't have to do long runs. The only thing we have to run back is a fiber optic cable here. So in here it was going to be door access, security camera, another security camera, access point. The main doors in here we wanted to lock down, so if we were doing a zone, that door would be locked, magnetically locked, so nobody can get in this side of the wing. Then all of these doors will be fine. We don't have to go overkill and put every single one. We just want to put this in zones so nobody can get in there. So if no one can get in that way, elevator will be locked. I mean, somebody would have to jump through the glass. They'd hurt more to do that. And then also secure that door and secure that door, and then nobody's getting in on this side of the building. So I had to put electronic lock right here, and then most likely the other lock that screws into this, that will secure this door. Any of the push handles will go that way, and that actually looks very much loose, so they probably need to actually replace that whole thing. So we'll see what we're gonna do here. What I really want to do, they're in meetings right now because they were saying everybody wants to, they're doing a whole bunch of bids and all this other stuff to try and take care of the roof and everything. So I'm trying to make sure I'm staying out their way, but I want to make stuff easy for them. When they get a chance, I want to see where the supplies are, and then maybe start setting up the UDM Pro. And let me see if I can take you downstairs and show you the main thing that we're trying to move and replace. So that's where the display cast is going to be, and that's the wireless one, so that's fine. So as long as we have wireless internet, this is the downstairs audio booth when it's locked. So we're going to put an access point in here, so that would be more than enough range for the display light right there. Now let's head downstairs. So here's the downstairs where access point is gonna go. Homeless shelter down. Well, you can't see nothing anyway. So it looks like they put a lock on here. This is where all the server equipment is, where we got to relocate all that stuff upstairs. So let me see. Y'all can see up in there. That's what we got to remove. So let me see what I can do right now. Let me take you on here. I know you can't see anything right now. Let me get to some lights. So we're downstairs right now, and they have some cots set up for homeless shelters. Door we need to secure back there that goes outside. We'll put an access point down here, so we may be able to do that since some of the tiles are here and that stuff is not damaged. But most likely we'll put like an access point over here somewhere, just in the centralized place where the highest traffic is. Because it's open walls, technically I could put it anywhere down here and it should cover, because it's a pro line down here, so it has a strong enough, it's a Wi-Fi 7 access point, so it's more than enough that can reach everything down here. We're probably also going to put a switch down here somewhere. So again, we're doing it in zones so that we don't have to run cables all over the place. Do some cameras down here, because like I said, if we do it in zones, it makes it easy, where we just got to run all the cables to just the central hub on each floor in each area. And then after that, we just have to run a fiber optic cable up to the main hub that's going to be in the server room. So let me get up in here, get some juice, and then we go from there. So that's the media area where everything was up here. So again, none of the wood came through, but you can see the light. So there's no roof above this. And they also said their bishop is going to be here. And then on this side, the same thing. We're going to come in here and change some cables. This is all feeding outside. So just like downstairs, we're going to tap off each zone. Those the vents are going out to the generators out there, or the vacuums, or whatever they're called. Man, just nature is no joke. Just the fact that I was here just a few months ago, and to see just all this change inside of here is very just wow. Hopefully the cameras are not damaged, and I have no idea what was done. So it looks like all the equipment was removed from here. So like I said, we're here to see how much we can help them get done with what's going on. Man, looked like the organ pipes were damaged. That one is still there. Some of the steps.
Man. Alright, so look, it looks like this is all the equipment here. So I'm gonna start grabbing some of the UniFi stuff and start setting up and making myself productive. Alright, so one of the first things we need to do is, this is gonna be the server room here. So we got a lot of cleaning up to do. We're gonna put the Access Ultra on this side so that we can get into this door. I'm gonna put an electronic strike right here, and then I'm gonna have to get a drill so I can drill through so that the cabling for the strike will go to the point that we put out here to access to get inside here. And then we need to move and clean out a lot of the stuff so we can have some space. So now the rack for this isn't going to be here till today. It may actually already be delivered, but it's going to be at Pastor LaBoy's house. So her husband is going to have to pick that up and bring that back over here, because I think everything else is here. So I need to figure out the path on getting cables in here for the internet. We do have a drop ceiling, so we're going to run over the drop ceiling, come over here through the drop ceiling, and we're going to have to punch outside to get to where and re-extend the coax here so that we can get the internet onto that side. So let me set up over here at this desk, and then we'll get to work. And then also I can set up the phones and everything like that, so that we can have a hub to start at least configuring the UDM Pro and go from there. Alrighty, so I got everything unpacked here. What I think I'm going to do is actually start building a computer, the replacement, because then once I'll get a bunch of these boxes out of the way and I can set that aside and I can actually use that to be the system that I work on, then we're going to start hooking up everything. Here is the cable modem. We got 5 phones, the 40 port, 48 port, the access points, the camera, the display cast light, the NVR, the UDM Pro. We got our 2 16 port switches, the rack mounts for those, the small rack that's going to live inside the media booth, the other PoE switch to replace the other one. So all of our fiber optic cables. So what I'm going to do is try and get my tools, set up what I can, and then hook up everything, get the UDM Pro connected, get that configured, because there is an internet cable over there that I can connect to, get everything set up, and then start turning on stuff and set up each one until the rack comes here. And I might actually go get that. Alrighty, so we got their new computer built. Just need to get a monitor from the other side and let that run and install Windows. But what I'm going to do right now, I do have an Ethernet cable right here. I'm going to break out my laptop and we're going to start setting up the UDM Pro and start getting that configured, and then build out everything, start adding all of the components. The goal is to make sure I get some Wi-Fi set up so I can put the display cast over there, because that can stay hooked up to the TV, and then start just setting up everything. I want to get the phones powered up, get UniFi Talk set up, the intercom set up, all that stuff set up here on the table. Then when the rack is here, I'll relocate that and put it inside the rack and start building out the server room. So I've got the 48 port switch hooked up, the UDM Pro, trying to hook up the NVR as well as the Pro 16, but I got it set up and I have a connection, but it's not allowing me to go out on the internet. It's not allowing this to go out on the internet. It's not allowing my laptop that's plugged in to go onto the internet, which makes me believe that there's something on the network that is blocking any type of traffic, which is kind of the problem I'm trying to get around. So what I'm gonna do is at least try and hook up. Well, I can't even hook the phones up because I can't install any of the apps. I had to move the hard drive. I only got one hard drive because that's the only one that would get here in time. So instead of having it in the NVR, I put that in the UDM Pro, so that it will have storage for the phones and all this other stuff like that. But it won't let me download anything because it's a network issue, which is again the reason why I'm here. Let me see what I can hook up. Most likely I'll be able to hook up the access points and stuff like that, and see what I can do. I'm gonna need to get a longer cable because the one that I ordered, I thought I got the wrong one. I needed this one to be long enough to wrap around and plug into here. And I'm also missing some keystones that I ordered from Ubiquity as well too. I didn't see that inside of the box, so let me make sure everything is straight. If not, we're just gonna have to get on the phone and say that I'm missing something. But then also we're gonna take a little trip so we can see the skylight that they were talking about with the ceiling, the roof being gone here at the church. So let me assess where everything is and then we'll go from there. Alrighty, so I got a good portion of things set up, but like I said, having a little issue with the internet. So they unlocked this for me, and what we need to do is isolate the line that's coming into Comcast and run that all the way back upstairs. So I'm gonna figure out how we're gonna do that, because the cable line is right there, which is going up, and I know where that is outside. So we need to extend that, and I'm gonna have to go to a Lowe's or a Home Depot because I forgot to grab my crimps, but we're gonna do that here. Probably go get some lunch and then come back and do that. So what I'm gonna do is, because I'm having an issue, I'm gonna put my line tester, and I need to test and find the line that's going upstairs, and I'm gonna go directly into the modem and just see, is it the sonic firewall that's having maybe a little bit too much security on it that's blocking internet. So we're gonna test that out. All right, folks, I haven't been recording that much, but we started pulling cable here. We got the office access point hung, pulling the stuff through here. I'm getting ready to mark the studs for the Access Ultra that's going to be access to this door. We're going to have to get a drill to cut through here to get through the framing so that we can get to the open part so we can run the wires for this, avoiding the electrical here. Started pulling cables, got a path. There's actually another ceiling here, so I had to cut all the way there, and this is where the outlet is, so I moved the shelf out the way, so the rack is actually going to go right here. We got the cable run tentatively for the moving of the internet, the coax cable up here. What I'm probably going to do is see if I have enough. I didn't bring my bag. I'm so used to saying, let me look at my tool bag, but I need to go and get some F connectors so I can terminate this, and I'm going to run the cable downstairs temporarily, because what we're gonna have to do is, this is where we're gonna punch through out here and get downstairs some way so that we can get the internet run up here, because that's the front of the church. We're on the side right here. I believe the internet is somewhere on this side already, so might not have to really go very far for that. Need to set up the other 16 port. I'm hooking up all the rest of the access points so I can get them set their IP address and everything like that, so when they're hooked up they'll just automatically come on. I am looking for a few things that must be in a box somewhere that I overlooked. I'm looking for the electronic stripe that's actually going to go on that door, so that I need to chisel out enough space so that the cable can go there. So that the lock can go there. And I must have overlooked it, but we've been making a lot of progress with everything, and I did find the other box I was looking for. It was in the box with the other access points. It was under the bottom of them. And I think here's the strike right here. Yeah, it is. So gonna start marking this off. We had lunch. I'm gonna see how much further we're gonna go and then see what we do after that. I'm definitely gonna have to go pick up some tools to get all this other stuff straight, and then we will go from there.